Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Success Saturday, everybody. Sorry I'm a few minutes late. I had to gather everything because today I'm so excited. We are talking about how to make budgeting fun. And this is not your average budgeting video. No, we're not going to be taking out a sheet of paper and doing ledgers and things like that. No, we're going to do some fun things with budgeting because what I know for sure, and what I teach through my academy, is that everybody budgets different. Everybody's situation is different. Most people are the heads of their finances. They do everything. Some people do a portion because they have a significant other. Some people share finances with their children. Um, Finances is different for everybody. But today, it's going to be fun for everybody. And y'all, I apologize. My light, I don't know what's up with my light. I think my light is going bad because it keeps cutting on and off, and it's very weird because nothing's touching it. So that might happen a couple times, but we'll see. Anyway, good morning. Hey Trika, good morning. Good morning, Tori. Good morning, Marva. My tribe is coming on. Um, I am drinking my coffee this morning, and I got a new mug. Y'all look at the new mug. Did he show? It is a bunny gnome. Isn't it so cute? My lighting's cray because it is actually raining here. It's raining, and so my lighting is just super off. Hopefully my ring light won't cut off again, but that was cutting off before I got on here. I don't know what's happening. Good morning, Theodore Linda. Theodore Linda, it was good seeing you on the Passion Planner workshop, and Tori, and I think Marva was on there too. Hi, Janet. How are you? Yeah, so it's a rainy day, it's gloomy outside, but we're gonna make it sunny in here. So go ahead and get your pen and your paper out. If you have not gotten it yet, make sure you get your Success My Way notes journal off Amazon. It's a hardback. You can keep all your notes in it. I mean, I staple stuff in here. I just do all kinds of stuff in this thing. And I'm almost done. I'm back. Like, this is how much paper I have left. So I need to get another one. But today I have my notes in here for 15 ways to make budgeting fun. So we're going to get to that in a minute. So stay tuned. Right now, I just want to talk to you about some fun things. So with this series, I hope you got the calendar. I'll be on here 4 times with the series on money, except for on the 22nd, because I am going to be speaking at a conference called the DC Planner Journal Con. Shout out to Michelle. Um, on the 22nd. So I won't be on here on 22nd, but I'll be here every other Saturday other than that, talking about money. I'll let you know at the end of this video what I'm talking about next week. But if you have my calendar, you already know. But I'm excited. This is something that I like to teach in Success My Way Academy. So if you have not decided to join Success My Way Academy, I hope after looking at me, if you've been looking at me for a long time, here on my channel, that you know that Success My Way Academy is something worth investing in for yourself. I have payment plans. I work with you because I know everybody does not have the means to do what's necessary to invest in themselves. But broken up, you probably can do anything if it's on payment plans, like layaway. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you check out Success My Way Academy in the link below. Also, I have a free printable. I have a free printable that goes with the lesson today. Now, that is a ledger. It is a principle that shows you your monthly budget and how you can track your expenses for the week. You can get that printable only on my website. When you go to my website, make sure you sign up and subscribe for my emails, because I'm also going to be sending free stuff, resources, my blog, and everything to people who are on my email list. So you say, Lakisha, what's your website again? Don't worry, it's in the description. It's successmywaycoaching.com. Just at the top, you'll see services and resources. Click free resources. Go all the way down. You can do it right now while you're watching me, and you will find the budgeting printable. You could just download the PDF right there. All right. So just a little free gift for you. And I will be doing a printable this month with this series every Saturday. So every Saturday you'll get a free printable from me. It'll be housed on the website. And please, please, please engage me by sharing your email on my website so I can send you some emails in your inbox. Then you can get another side of Lakisha that way. So, good morning, Kelly. Kelly's on here. Oh, the sun is shining there, Marva. That's so nice. That's so nice, Marva. All right, y'all. Do I have any other announcements? I told you about Success. Oh, Success My Way Academy is starting April 15th. April 15th. So if you are interested, please go ahead and sign up. You can also call me if you want to talk to me, if you want to ask me questions, DM me. I'm everywhere. I'm on every social media channel. I'm either Lakisha Loves to Plan or Success My Way with Lakisha, okay? So you can find me anywhere on any platform. Let me know. Text me if you have my number. If you have any questions about it, you can text me. But I really would love to have you in Success My Way Academy because we do stuff like this. We talk about money and we make it fun. All right, so let's get into it. Before, I always have to give like a preview before I get into the list. Okay. So if you've been following me, this is how I do it all the time. All right. So before we get to the 15 ways to make budgeting fun, let's go to some statistics. Some statistics about budgeting, which this is interesting information. So if you want to check out these stats, I got them from a blog called The Penny Hoarder. And they did a survey of like Americans, like all these Americans. And this is what they found. When it comes to budgeting, did you know about 55% of Americans don't even budget at all? 55% of Americans, they don't budget. So are you one of the 55%? Because that's a large amount. That's a large amount of people that just don't budget at all. Okay. Okay, look to the left, look to the right. Okay. So 55, they do not use a budget. So that's why I'm excited about this, because maybe they don't use the budget because the budget seems like a task. It don't seem fun. All right. And tell me what you think in the chat. Y'all know I like when y'all talk to me in the chat. Here's another statistic. 56% of the Americans do not know how much they spent last month. Y'all, that's almost 60%. 56%. Oh, thank you, Trika. I got a super sticker. And I don't have my pom-pom, so I want to improvise. I'm gonna do the little Trika. Whenever I get a super chat, I do a cheer for the person who gave me the super chat. And I usually have my pom-poms, but I can't move because I got all this fun stuff around me. So we're gonna do the super chat with this pom-pom, Trika. All right, let me think of a cheer. All right, super chat. Super chat. Trika, you know you're my honey. Trika, come on, girl, let's get that money. Woo! Thank you for my super chat, Trika. All right, so let's get back to gotta improvise. Let's get back to the statistics. So that's a problem, because if you don't know what you spend month to month, that doesn't mean you're not budgeted. It's like it's almost the same statistics. Like people who don't budget don't know how much they spent last month. I mean, that makes sense. Let's go to the next one. The next statistic is, it says that Americans who budget are less likely to splurge on something and not pay their bills. So if you have a budget, you're less likely not to splurge. Y'all, let me tell you, that's true. I know that's true for me, because when I don't do my budget, because I try to budget all the time, but life happens. And I know when life happens and I'm all screwed up, I got to get back on my budget, because then I'm discombobulated. So that's true. If you have a budget, you're less likely to splurge. You're less likely to spend bill money on something you're not supposed to spend it on. You know what I'm saying? And and then you rely on your budget instead of these get rich quick schemes. I was watching American Greed and they had the people on there. Remember, everybody was doing those susus. I was getting like 10 calls a day. People like, you want to join a susu? You want to join a susu? I was like, I'm already part of a susu. What are y'all talking about? And then when they explained it to me, I said, y'all know that's not a susu, right? And they did not believe me. They were convinced that what they were part of was a real susu. That was not a real susu. I knew it because I was part of a real susu. I was like, I'm already part of a susu. What y'all part of is not a susu. So come to find out, the people got people out of $1 million, mainly Black people, out of millions and millions of dollars, and they could not pay them back. They could not pay back. So they had this lady on there. She gave all of her savings. Oh, it was just a mess. So you got to remember, like, if you're budgeting, make it a lifestyle so you won't have to, so you won't get caught up by get rich quick schemes that those people just made up because they said they were bored during the pandemic. They just made up that susu thing up because they were bored during the pandemic. I was like, oh my God, that's so horrible. And they probably thought they were doing something nice, but they got them people for their money. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, Mary. Theodore Linda, my birthday twin. We were doing the same stuff. She watched the same episode, yeah. So check that out. That was interesting. But anyway, a couple more statistics. So out of the people surveyed, 19% said the reason why they budget is because they don't have time. Y'all know what I be saying about when somebody say, who knows that? Put in the chat. Because as a life coach, I don't hear I don't have time. What do I hear as a life coach? Y'all remember what I say? When somebody says they don't have time, it really means that they don't value it. So I don't value it because guess what? You have time. You make time for what you want to make time for. You make time to binge watch those TV shows. You make time to go to your concerts, go to your go out to eat, go to your sports event. You make time for what you want to do. So when you say you don't have time, I don't believe that. You don't value it because you make time for what you want to do. I'm just saying, we grown. That's right there. Don't let it, you got it. So 19% don't value it, but they say they just don't have time. Another 19% of the people surveyed said they're not organized enough. Now, this is a real thing. Budgeting is organization. Budgeting is organization. And in Success My Way Academy, I go deep into both. I go deep into organization and I go deep into money. Like, this is just surfity fun stuff we're doing right now. But if you join the academy, I go really deep and I help you. So if you are an unorganized person, if it's hard for you to wrap your mind around a system of budgeting, Success My Way Academy will help you with that as well. So that is real. Like, not being organized will be a hindrance to you having a budget because a budget is a form of organization. Okay. And then 6%, this is a small percent, but it's fascinating what they said. 6% of the people said they don't have a budget because they're going to overspend anyway, even if they had a budget. Like, basically, they say they don't care about no budget. These people must have a lot of money. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. If you don't care if you have a budget, and if you know you're gonna overspend, even if you have a budget, that means you caked up. I'm just saying, like, because who does that? That was 6%. And then the last statistic, and then we're gonna get into the 15 ways. The last statistic says people or Americans who don't track spending owe $5,000 more in credit card debt. So if you don't track your spending, you are in danger of owing way more bad debt. Most credit card debt is considered bad debt. So you're going to owe about $5,000 more in bad debt than the average American if you don't track your spending. So yes, we're going to have fun today. Yes, budgeting is an individual thing. Nobody likes to talk about money, which is wrong. I always am a proponent of money being the lost subject in school. Money should be freely talked about because that's how we learn. We learn from each other. But most of us, we're trained to not talk about our money and keep our money talking about money to ourselves, which that is not the case. That's not how you grow. And what I know about rich people is they talk about money. Okay. So if we could talk about this and get it out in the open and have some fun with it, maybe my goal here is to inspire you, maybe help change your situation and change your life by letting you know that budgeting is not something you have to do by yourself. It's not something that always has to be tedious and stressful, that it could be something joyous and fun. Just like life is what you make it, budgeting is what you make it. Okay. Theodore Linda says finances is so important. It allows you to do life on your terms. Yeah, it's freedom. That's why they call it financial freedom. You're absolutely right. All right, y'all. Let's get into the 15 ways. I have them on my notes right here. I hope you have your notes out. That's kind of like, that's why I talk a little bit before I get started. Give you time to get your notes out. Theodore, Linda, and Marva are on here. If one of you could track the 15 ways in the chat for me, that would be great. All right, let's get started. And I do have some props over here. So this is not your average budget video. I am not going to show you a piece of paper with savings on it and expenses on it and income. I have a free printable for that. So make sure you get the free printable off my website, successmywaycoaching.com. I have a free printable waiting for you over there. Okay. So I'm not doing that. Today I'm talking about making budgeting fun. However way you budget, how can you make it fun? All right. Number one. Okay. All right. Thank you. Number one. Make it a game. Make it a game. That's how you make budgeting fun. So, like, I want to play a game with y'all right now. Y'all ready to play a budgeting game? All right, I'm gonna get my whiteboard real quick. And I'm sorry, usually the light turns my whiteboard yellow. So you make it a game. So, any of y'all have paper bags in your house? I saw this game. I was like, I'm gonna play this with them. So if you had 2 paper bags, you could put the 2 paper bags on a counter in your house. And on the 2 paper bags, these are 2 paper bags. This is a game for your budget, okay? And it's turning my light yellow. I'm sorry. This is a game for your budget. And if you had 2 paper bags, you put needs on one bag and wants on the other bag. And then what you're going to do is you're going to save all your receipts. You should be saving your receipts anyway, because that's how you track your spending. So you get your receipts. And when you get your receipts, you decide whether most of the stuff on that receipt is a need or a want. And you drop it in the paper bag. Y'all can do this at home. Okay. And then at the end of the day or at the end of the week, look and see which one of these is filled the most. Have you spent your money on mostly wants during the week, or have you spent your money on mostly needs during the week? If this wants is greater than this needs, then you can make some changes. See, ta-da, fun budget. And if you've been doing way more needs than wants, that means either you're doing the right thing or you're drowning, because you should have some fun a little bit. So this game with yourself will already let you know, a simple game, just dropping receipts in a bag, will let you know where you are and how you're spending your money and help you to track your money. So I just wanted to show you that. That's a fun game to play. Oh, Tori said I'm already in trouble with this game. Yes. So, but I like that game because if your receipts, if you have more receipts in the wants bag, then it gives you some control. You say, hey, I can change this because these are wants. These are not really need. I can change this and make it better for myself. Another game is a tracker. You ever seen anybody with a tracker? They have money trackers and they color it in. They might have some apples falling off the tree, like some money raining off a tree, and they coloring in the money every time they save or something like that. So you can also use a tracker. Some people have Monopoly games. Like, let me know if you play any games with your budget. But the needs and wants one is enough for me. I mean, that's enough for me. You can play that with your kids. You know, is it a need or want? Like what you need or want? Okay. So So make it a game. Number two, the second way to make budgeting fun is, I love this one, is to create a budget booth. Create a budget booth, BOOTH. Create a budget booth in your house. In your house. When I was gathering everything for this video, I was like, this stuff can be like in one area. Like all of your budget stuff, all of your budget books, all of your books about how to make money, how to save your retirement. Put all that in one space. Because I was thinking, like, around my house, if it's a book, I got it with the books. If it is a notebook, I have it with the notebooks. But if I went around and took every financial book and every financial notebook and every financial journal and put them in a space by itself, I can create a budget booth where I go to this budget booth every Friday. And you can call it like Financial Fridays. Um, I follow someone called the Budget Mom, and she teaches you a paycheck to paycheck system, which I absolutely love. Go to thebudgetmom.com. That is my girl. She has changed my life. Okay. But she teaches you to budget every 2 weeks. So you go there every 2 weeks to your booth. I like to go to the booth every week, even if I'm not getting paid, because I get ready for the week that I am getting paid. So I like to sit down every Friday, and I call it Financial Friday. So sit at your budget booth on Financial Fridays, okay? And work on your budget. And then it's motivating. It makes it fun. You got an area you can put little quotes there to inspire you. You can put candles there, make it relaxing, your favorite pens, and really make this budget booth a special place in your home. All right. Who's going to do a budget booth? I'm going to do a budget booth. Who's going to do a budget booth? All right. Number three. Number three is a financial vision board. I'm going to do a financial vision board. I put finances on my yearly vision board, but I'm going to do a separate vision board only for what my dreams are. Like if I want to own property, or if I want to start another business, or if I want to invest in something, doing a financial vision board. And then you can place the financial vision board in your budget booth. You can place the financial vision board in your budget booth. So number three is to create a financial vision board. And y'all let me know in the chat. I was thinking about this. I was like, what if my next workshop was on us creating a financial vision board? That would be so much fun. So let me know if you might be interested in getting together on Zoom and creating financial vision boards together. I thought that would be fun. But anyway, number four. Okay, the fourth way to make budgeting fun is to make goals. To make goals for your financial areas. So get your pen and paper out, because I'm about to tell you your financial areas. Y'all ready? These are your financial areas, okay? And if you can think of any other, this is just a basic list, but if you can think of any other financial areas, like put them in the chat and I can add them to this list. But number four is make goals. Make goals in your financial areas. Okay, so you're going to make goals in these areas. Y'all ready? All right, you're going to make goals in giving. Giving is a financial area, okay? You're going to make goals in food. Food is a financial area. As a matter of fact, food is the number 2 expense in most households. Most households, your number 1 expense is your housing, and your number 2 expense is your food. Okay? So food is something you can make a goal at, bringing some of that cost down through budgeting. Housing, I said that before. That's the third area, is housing. So you got giving, you got food, you got housing. These are your financial areas. Another financial area is savings. Another one is your utilities. And the last one I have on here is your transportation. So those are the basic things that everybody needs financially to live. And then from these things, you can do other stuff. So you got giving in here, you got saving in here, you got your home, your utilities, your car, your food. Okay. Those are the basic areas of your finances. Okay. So you should be planning these, at least these areas every month. You should know at least how much you're spending in these areas every month. Okay. Thank you, Theodore Linda. She put all the areas in there. So that is fun. Making goals for your financial areas. Okay. How many people do this? How many people sit down and make a goal for each one of these areas every month? So maybe that's something you can do at your budget booth in your house. And it's also something that you can use on your vision board, on your financial vision board. Y'all see how all this is coming together? You create a whole system around budgeting. That's fun. That's exciting. You could bring your friends in and y'all can do it together. It's so much fun. All right, number 5. The 5th way to make budgeting fun is to use apps. Is to use apps on your phone. I wrote down some apps. Y'all let me know if y'all have some other apps, but I just wrote down a couple as an example. Y'all, my favorite budgeting app, I'm not talking about like cash, I'm not talking about like savings apps, because that's, I'm talking about savings next week. But I'm talking about like budgeting apps. My favorite budgeting app is YNAB. Anybody had the YNAB app? YNAB stands for you need a budget. YNAB stands for you need a budget. Okay. So YNAB was created a long time ago, and I love it because it's the ultimate tracker. You talking about tracking those expenses? Baby, that YNAB will get you straight. And the app is phenomenal. First of all, it used to be free. I don't know if it's still free, but it used to be free. And they had classes and workshops, and they will come on live, and you will have to sign up for it. And they will rotate like every hour. You're getting a class on how to save money with groceries. That app is the beast. Okay, so that's my favorite app coming from a life coach. You want to know what's life coach Lakisha's favorite budget app? Is that YNAB, baby. But there's other apps. You have Mint, you have Buddy. I saw on TV the other day, Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a budget app. Simplify is a budget app. Okay, so using these apps, especially if they give you cash backs or something like that, is great. That's number 5. Now, number 6 includes apps as well, but number 6 is couponing and discounts. This makes budgeting fun. I used to be a couponer, y'all. I used to sit there and cut those coupons out and have my little coupon notebook. And it made it so fun. Like, some people don't like that. They don't like that. But it made it fun for me to get the mail, to get the newspaper, to look through and cut out the coupons and take the coupons to the cashier and watch those cents go down. Woo, that was so satisfying. So couponing is fun. Going for discounts. Now, I'm saying discounts because there are apps. There are apps that give you discounts. Tori, what's the name of that app that you told me about? Well, that's more like a savings app. Capital. But I have one called Fetch, and you can join my Fetch in the description. But Fetch, you just upload your receipts and you get money. So far, I've gotten $70 off this app from uploading receipts. So you can do Fetch and stuff like that to get cash back. Ibotta is one. Rakuten is another one. So all these things are fun. Couponing and discounting ways to make budgeting fun and make saving money fun. Okay. And also being frugal, like finding free stuff, like find some free entertainment. You ain't got to pay for everything. Like, they got museums, they got festivals. I got to get to a spring festival whenever it looks like spring here, because it still doesn't look like spring here. But go to festivals, go to workshops that are free. Go to things for free. That's also discounting. Janice says, I'm going to do a budget booth and get the teens involved. Yes. And that's one of my 15 ways, actually, Janet, is to get your family involved. That's great. Yes. Tell me how it goes with your budget booth. Tori said Capital was for saving. Okay. Capital's for saving. Okay. So we're talking about savings next week. So we're going to get deep into that. But yeah, y'all write that app down, Capital, for saving. She saved a lot on that app. And Mary said also receipt hog. Oh, okay, receipt hog. Let me write that out because I ain't never heard that before. Receipt hog. Okay. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, if y'all have any other apps, just put them in the chat that we can share with one another, okay? All right, so number 6 is couponing and discounts. Apps like Fetch, Ibotta, thank you. Yep, and look for free things to do. So that's, to me, that's like ongoing fun. So number 7 is something I love doing, is thrifting. Going to the thrift store. Sometimes y'all even go on a thrift store crawl. I'll go to like 4 or 5 thrift stores in one day because I'm looking for something specific. And usually what I'm looking for is something that costs a lot of money in a store that I can get really cheap at a thrift store. I'm gonna give you a great example. I took my husband to Hobby Lobby. And he saw this vase and he was like, "Oh, you got one of these vases in the house?" And he looked at the vase. The vase was like $80. He was like, $80. I was like, "Yeah, I ain't paid that much for that vase. My vase costs $5 because I thrift." So thrifting is a great way to have fun with your budget. You can get name brand stuff. I mean, beautiful, sometimes new, brand spanking new stuff for dirt cheap. It helps your budget and it's fun. Thrifting. Go on the thrift crawl. Y'all know how they say go on the crawl, hop from one another. Get in your car with yourself or with your family or with your friends and go to like 3 or 4 thrift stores. Get something to eat. Make it like a fun activity, and you will feel fulfilled that you have all this stuff and you ain't pay all that money. How many times do we go in a Hobby Lobby and we spend over $100 like that in Hobby Lobby? Okay. Well, you can buy stuff for the fraction of the cost, fraction upon fraction, sometimes 90% knockoff prices at the thrift. Okay. So you want to do that. Number 8, the 8th way to make budgeting fun is planners, journals, and trackers. And I know I mentioned trackers already. Planners, journals, and trackers. Y'all, I have a financial planner. In fact, my financial planner is my Louis Vuitton somewhere around here. But I also did a sponsored video on this planner. This is called the Juptic Financial Planner. Y'all see that? And what I like about this planner is color coded. It's cute. But it also has pockets where you can put your receipts in. See? And I got this off Amazon. They gave it to me for free. I don't know how much it costs on Amazon. But look, it also has quotes in it. Your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. Isn't that gorgeous? And then they have every month they have a quote. They have your balance sheet. Now my freebie on my site is sort of like this. And then they have expense trackers, and then they have they have a spending analysis. Look at that. They have a spending analysis. Oh, look, they have the categories here that we talked about. Oh, healthcare. I left healthcare out. That's a good one. But they have the categories here, and they have each 5%. I don't know what that means. I guess that's your savings. I don't know. But this is called the Juptic Budget Planner. It's on Amazon. I got it for free because they contacted me and I did a sponsorship video. If you want to see a flip through of this video, go on my other channel, Lakisha Loves to Plan, and I walk you through this Juptic Budget Planner. So that's just an example of how you can make budgeting fun. You can keep something like this, or you can keep more of like a budgeting journal. This is a recollections budgeting journal. Again, it's big and pretty. And what I notice about me, if something's pretty, it motivates me to go back in it. Here's the budget part of it. It has goals right there. And these 2 things, you can keep things like this in your budget booth in your home. You can keep stuff like this in your budget booth in your home. Okay. So budgets, planners, journals. I personally don't use pre-subscribed budget things like this. I personally don't use it, but you can use this for sure. I like to make my own. I use the content in here. I'll take the stuff out of here and put it in my own thing that I use, but it's nice to have. Yes, write it down. Good thing, Melinda. That's how you track it. Number 9. This is the 9th way to make budgeting fun, y'all. Y'all have to find memberships. You have to find subscriptions, Facebook groups, challenges, classes, workshops. Y'all make it social. Number 9 is make budgeting social. Join memberships. That's why I was like, do y'all want to do a financial vision board party? That's socialization of budgeting. That's what makes it fun. You make budgeting social. You join memberships, subscriptions. There's so many Facebook groups out there. Oh my God. There's so many budgeting Facebook groups out there. There's so many people doing financial challenges. All of these like finance gurus, they always have a challenge going on. There's free classes and workshops everywhere. So number 9 to make budgeting fun is make it social, okay? Now, number 10 is one of my absolute faves because I use this one and it works so good for me to track my money. Every time I use this system, I save way more than I do if I don't use the system. Even if I do like regular budgeting, I don't save like I do with this system. So the cash envelope system is number 10. The cash envelope system is number 10. When I tell you, Life Coach Lakisha loves this system. The budgeting mom does this system very well. She has tons of videos about the cash envelope system. I love it. It feeds my organization muscle. And it also is a visual. I'm very visual. If you're a very visual person, the cash envelope system will work for you. So I have some examples of what I use for this system. So this system requires a lot of setup. It did take me time to set it up, but once you set it up, you don't have to worry about it. It's set up. It's set up. So what you can do, and I have actually, you can get some little cards like this. This came from the Budget Mom, where you can track your expenses. And this is considered a tracker for one envelope. So say I'm tracking food. So say if the category is food, right? Then I can say, okay, in this envelope, I want to save $200 for food. And then I put $200 in the envelope. And as I am spending, I subtract. But once the $200 in this envelope is gone, I can't switch envelopes. I can't go into another envelope and get some money out. That means it's gone. So I have to be very frugal and very careful with the $200 that I have in this envelope for my food. Okay. So I have been using that and it's been working. And there's 2 types of envelopes. You have expense envelopes and you have savings envelopes. And shout out to Trika from Cuteness Boutique. That's where I got my savings one from. This one came from Tuesday morning. I think they're closing down. I used to love that little store. But anyway, so this is my expenses. This is what I use weekly. I just got a budget book from Amazon. Oh, great. Yay. Janet ain't playing with nobody today. Go ahead, Janet. Shout out to Janet this morning. She ain't playing with him. That's awesome, Janet. So in here is what I use every week. I have my little coupons in here, and I have all of my expenses. So in the cash envelope system, you can choose. There's a lot of expenses you can have, and you can choose the expenses you have. So I have gas, I have fun, I have food, I have eating out, I have the kids, beauty, my house, and you can't see this. It says automobile. It's silver. That's why you can't see it. And I have miscellaneous. You must have miscellaneous. So every time I get paid, I put money in these. I go to the bank, decide how much money I need in each category. Now, it's going to be trial and error. At first, you're not going to know how much you need, especially if you're not tracking yourself. You're going to take an educated guess. But once you get used to it, you'll know. I say, you know what? It seems like on average every week I spend about $20 on beauty. So I'm gonna put $20 in here. $40 when I get paid, if I get paid every 2 weeks, in the beauty, and I'm gonna leave it in there. And so you use this system. Now going back to beauty, if I put $40 in beauty, and by the next paycheck, I only spent 20, then I take the extra 20 and I put it in my savings envelopes. Okay, these are my savings envelopes. So you save for things that you know are coming. This is Valentine's Day, all the holidays. I have Go Wild. Go Wild is super expensive. So if I have any overage from my expenses, I save it in these envelopes. And you see how it takes setup. You see how I set it up. Vacation. Okay, I know I want to take a vacation. Let me put a little bit of money in there to save. Car maintenance. You ever see that commercial for the insurance called Car Shield? Ain't nothing but car insurance in case something go bad with your car. They'll get your car fixed. But this is like, car maintenance to help get your car fixed if something goes wrong. Birthdays. So these are things that you know are coming up that you should just be saving for. Like I tell people all the time, Christmas is coming. Every year, everybody know Christmas is coming. But everybody wait till the week before Christmas, tell me they ain't got no money. Christmas. Just start saving for it. If you have a good government job, you have to be good stewards of your money. This whole series this month is called Financial or Money Stewardship. Thanks. Shout out to Michelle for that name. Money stewardship. This is how you steward your money and make it fun. Isn't it cute? It's cute, right? My budget is not drab. My budget is not black and white. My budget is pink. Okay. So make your budgeting fun. The last part of this, okay. Yeah, you don't have to do this, but y'all know I'm extra. I took a black cash thing and I spray painted it pink. Okay. And I put my little bills in here. When I sit down to do my cash envelope system at my budget booth, I put my cash in here. And then I shell out the cash into my envelopes from here. Yeah, I ain't gotta do that, but Miss Lakisha, a little extra. So I got this off of Amazon. It was like $20. It was black. I spray painted it pink. I think I'm gonna spray paint it some more. The back of it is still black because I ain't spray painted the back. I don't look at the back. I look at the front. I'm just saying. So my cash envelope system is this. This is my system. This is my system. Okay. And I keep this here in the pink room because right now this is my budget booth because this is my room in the house. But I went all out for that because I use that system. It's my favorite system. It makes budgeting fun for me and I do save. It works for me. My budget binder definitely comes in handy. Yes. This is the budget binder from the Cuteness Boutique. So make sure you go on there.com, use my code Lakisha20 and you can get this budget binder. And she also has envelopes in her binder on the Cuteness Boutique. And this is where I got this one from. You start Christmas in September. Okay, Janet. That's good. Y'all know I'm a Christmas fanatic. I started January. All right. Number 11. That was like we went up a hill and that was like the climax. Number 11. The 11th way to make budgeting fun is no spend days or no spend weeks or no spend months. If you go on Pinterest, y'all, they got all this stuff on Pinterest about no spend, how to make no spend fun. What is no spend? No spend. Remember I showed you this earlier? Needs and wants. No spend means I'm not going to get any wants. So you can have a no spend day when you don't get any wants. You can have a no spend week where you don't get any wants. Or you can have some people even do no spend months when you don't do any wants. That means you can't go to the movies. You can't do any of these non-essential things. So I sometimes do no spend weeks and months myself. So that helps you save too, because you're not spending. You like, you just stop and you only get your necessities, your food, your gas, and stuff like that. So, no spend days, weeks, or months is another way to make budgeting fun. I told y'all this is not the average video about budgeting, okay? All right, number 12. Number 12 is self rewards. Make budgeting fun by just rewarding yourself. Who said you can't spend nothing on yourself? You can reward yourself if you feel like you had a goal and you met that goal and you saved and you budgeted and you have some extra. Go ahead and reward yourself. Give yourself an allowance. Give yourself an allowance. Y'all see that miscellaneous part in my cash envelope, the miscellaneous? Okay. That's allowance, because I want to do whatever I want with that piece. That's why I say you got to have miscellaneous, because you just got to have some money right there. Uh, so that's called a self reward. Marva says, I have a goal of 10 no spend days a month. Oh, Marva, that's amazing. Is that working for you, Marva? Do you feel like you're saving money with those 10 no spend days? Let me know. So number 12 is self reward. And we got a couple more left because we have 15. All right, number 13. The 13th way to make budgeting fun is this. You're going to get yourself an electric piggy bank. Okay. Get yourself, okay, good, Marvin. Yay. Get yourself an electric piggy bank. Let me tell you, my husband, he loves those electric piggy banks that you put the money in and it counts the money. Y'all seen that? They sell them in like CVS or something like that. He loves to put it in there and see the electric piggy bank counting his money. He loves it. Well, I have an electric piggy bank too. So I would say, instead of a regular electric piggy bank, like spruce that thing up like mine. Here go mine right here. Y'all ready? Y'all ready to see my electric piggy bank? I got an ATM machine. So this makes budgeting fun too. And also my 7-year-old adores this thing. I actually had to cut it off though, because 2:00 in the morning, I hear this alarm sound. I'm like, what the heck is that? Some way I set this up to go off, for the alarm to go off on this thing at 2:00 in the morning. And I was just like, that's not my alarm to the door. What the heck is that noise? And when I found out it was this, I just shut this thing off, because I was like, okay, it was ridiculous. But what you do is, it works like a real ATM. It's battery powered. You put your coins in here. You put it's like a card they give you. You put in here and it cuts it on. So that's why it's not working. It comes with an ATM card. And it's really for little kids, but it's pink and it makes budgeting fun. So I got it. And then you can put your bills in here. It says insert bills. You put your bills in here and you insert your change here. So I got some stuff in here. And then you enter it here. I mean, yeah, it's just a piggy bank, but it shows. I got regular piggy banks too. Y'all know I love llamas. So this one is filled. This one is filled. This is the llama piggy bank. It has a little slot right there. Did somebody give this to me? Or did I buy it? A lot of people give me llamas, y'all. I'm not sure. I got this one. And this one I bought a long time ago, but I absolutely love it because it just reminds me of my love for YouTube. It's like a camera. I got this a long time ago from Target. Nothing's in here. It's empty. But I'm about to start. I'll probably fill it up and just allot this bank to something. I think I can save like $60 in here. I filled this up before. And when I saw how much it was in there, I think it was like $60. So I know if I fill this up. So I got to find out about this one. If I fill this one up, like this one's filled. It's not that filled. It's not all the way filled. But if I put a little bit more coins in it, it'll be filled. So I wonder how much money this will hold. So I have to check it out. Also, your banks, if you take your change to the bank, like I have a credit union that lets me put my coins in and get money out for free. So at my bank, if you have an account, you can put your coins in that little machine for free. And you just take your receipt up to the cashier and they give you the money. So that's what I do to try to figure it out. Thank you. Oh, Trika, you ordered one of these, Trika? Oh, this came off Amazon, Mary. This came off Amazon. Now this one was sort of expensive at the time. It might not be as expensive because I think I ordered this around Christmas time, but it was like $60. It was $60. It was like $60. Um, so I don't know. I don't know if it's still the same amount. Y'all let me know. Somebody go on Amazon, figure out how much the thing costs. And I think it costs that much too because it was pink. I think if you get a different color, they don't cost that much. So y'all look how fun my budgeting is. Look at Lakisha's budgeting situation. Like, it's so much fun. All right, number 14. Number 14. You ready? My credit union does that. Oh, your credit union does that too, Marva? Okay, good. Yeah. So that's why I like saving the coins, because I can go to my bank and turn those coins in and put them in my savings account or whatever I want to do. And that's another thing I learned from the Budgetnista. If at your job usually lets you allot money to different bank accounts. I didn't know how much my job could split my money. So I went onto my job thing. They said, oh, we can split your money up into 10 bank accounts. I was like, 10? I had no idea, y'all, that my job is willing to split my paycheck up into 10 different bank accounts. So if you don't want to do the cash envelope system, for some people, the cash envelope system is too much. But if you can automatically get your money split into several different bank accounts, you winning. So check out your job and ask them how many bank accounts. I want to say, like, I don't know what you call it, but how many ways can I split my money up into these bank accounts? I was shocked when I saw that my job is willing to do 10, because I have my money automatically coming out and split, but not that much. So they have them cheaper as well. Yes, Trika. Do they have the same one, or do they have a cheaper version? And I've seen other versions. There's other versions of this ATM. They're cheaper, but I did not like them. I like this one because it came with the card. You can put the money in. It's more automatic. So I liked all the features on this. So they do have different types. You don't have to get this type. You can get different types. And then in the back, you just put the battery. I think it takes like C battery. It takes some weird batteries or something, I think, back here. All right. Number 14. $22 on Amazon. Okay, it's $22 on Amazon, y'all. Thank you, Janet. Amazon have some anywhere from 53 to 57, like that one. Okay, yep. Different colors. There are some cheaper ones. Okay, thank you, Marvin. Thank y'all for looking that up for me. I appreciate it. All right. Number 14 is used jars. Used jars, okay? I used to use jars, and I used to add the tops to them. But I did not like the act of opening and closing the jar. I've seen some people who put a hole. Oh, thank you, Trika. Hot pink. Okay. Trika put the information for one in the chat, y'all, for an ATM machine. They have holes at the top to drop it in. So personally, I don't like using jars. I don't like, and plus, I need the jar to be clear. So I don't like using jars, but this is great for my son, my 7-year-old. For him to see his money accumulate in a jar is amazing. I also seen grown folks use jars. You know, if you do those challenges, say you do a $5 challenge or something, you stick your $5 in here. And then you can see your money accumulate. I see people dumping their jars out at the end of the year. They put money here, they don't touch it all year, and then they dump it out at the end of the year. So using a jar is a great way to make budgeting fun. You can just dump everything out and count it, and it's really nice. So number 14, the 14th way, and this type of jar I got from the Dollar Tree, it actually sits like this. It's so cool. It has a little flat piece right here. So I got this from the Dollar Tree. So you can use jars too, and you can label them, and they can look nice, especially if you have 3 or 4 of them, like one for coins, one for bills or your savings. You can put vacation savings on the jar or something like that. The link in the chat is to the one that you have. Okay, yay. Thank you, Talina. I appreciate you. All right, so the 15th way, this is the last way, and somebody touched on this earlier. The 15th way to make budgeting fun, this last one, is to involve your family. Involve your family, y'all. I have a friend, and she might be on here, which her whole family does vision boards together. I've never seen anybody do this before. Like, I do vision boards with my family, but we do individual vision boards. But my friend, she and her children and her husband, they all get together around one vision board. And they put all the vacations they want on there. If they want a new house, they put it on there. They bring their minds together to do this act of a family vision board. I thought that was such an amazing, amazing idea. And in this day and age where we have all this technology and family don't really talk, you can be in the same house and not talk to your family. I just thought that activity was amazing. So budget with your family. Teach your kids. Like, one thing I used to do with my kids, because they used to always ask me for money, we used to break down, we used to tell them to act like us. We used to give them our income and we gave them all our expenses, and they would see how much we had left. Then they stopped asking for all that money because they understood mommy and daddy's situation. Okay. So involving your family in your budget, helping them budget, helping them save, helping them do the cash envelope system, getting them a budget notebook, helping them do a budget booth, whatever, grown kids and young kids alike. Your significant other sitting down with you every single Friday. I sit down with my husband. Every Friday, I sit down with my husband and we say, okay, what we got? We say, okay, what we got? What we doing? What's our problems? And then we forecast, okay, for the next 2 months, how's our finances look? Y'all, involving your family is very, very powerful. It makes it fun, and it's quality time. It's quality time. That's why I say involving your family for last, because this is not only about making budgeted fun, it's making it meaningful. It's making budget meaningful. Okay. So that's involving your family. Janice says, that's what I'm going to do with the budget booth with my teens. Oh, yay. Okay. That's great. So that's all 15. This was not your average budget video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Remember, I got a free printable waiting on you. I got a free printable waiting on you over on my website, successmywaycoaching.com. Go over there, hit at the top, it says services and resources. Check out my services too. But it says services and resources. Click free resources and go all the way down. Y'all can actually download any of those free resources. I got tons of them on there. But one particular is for this video. It is the free budget printable for your monthly budget and for your weekly budget. And you can download that. Now, that is a spreadsheet if you want to use that as your guide. If this is your first time, because 55% of Americans don't budget. So if this is your first time budgeting, that is a good first start. Theodore Linda said, I downloaded the printable. Yay! Oh, you love the props. Okay, thank you, Marva. Bye, Janet. Thank you, Mary. So next week, let me tell you about next week. Next week, we're going to talk about how to successfully save. How to successfully save. So I'm going to give you different savings models. We're going to talk about different savings models. Y'all, there are so many different ways to save. It's pretty scary, okay? So I'm going to give you different savings models next time, so you don't want to miss next week. I'm also going to give you a savings printable next week, so you don't want to miss next week. Make sure you come back next week. Make sure you hit that notification bell, share with your friends, because we're going to have a budgeting, money saving good time. All right? Thanks, everybody. You know what I'm about to say. It's Self-Love Saturday. What are you going to do this Saturday? I see some of y'all are ordering ATM machines and budget books and stuff like that. Are you going to create your budget booth in your home? What you going to do? What you going to do today? I'm still working on my paper. I know y'all tired of hearing me talk about my paper. I'm still working on my paper today, so I got to stay focused. So that's how I'm going to spend my self-love Saturday. But please, if you are interested in Success My Way Academy, please sign up. If you have any questions, let me know. And I'll see you in the next video. Have a super self-love Saturday. Yes, you too. All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye, friends.